Hello everyone and welcome to the Holocron. Got some Grand Arenas to play tonight. Gonna play on this Darth Loquitur account, 10.3 million. Then we got a 3 million galactic power Lex Talionis project that we'll go mess around on. We'll get those played tonight. How you all doing today? You making it a great day? Hope you are. Swgoh Gameplay says, hello DL, how are you doing? I'm good. I'm good. It's always a good day when you go into your Grand Arena and you look at your opponent's defense and you notice that they don't have Datacrons. I think my opponent just forgot to reset his Datacrons because, yeah, there's no Datacrons anywhere. So we don't have to worry about some of these crazy level 9 Datacrons and making teams really hard to deal with. So that's nice. I don't know if that necessarily makes it a good day or not, but might make my GAC a little easier. Jar Jar says hello. Hey, Jar Jar, how you doing? How are you coping with the new changes in the game? Swgoh says, man, you're so lucky I can't remember the last time that happened to me. It's getting more and more rare these days, huh? How am I coping with the changes? I'm upset. I'm upset. I don't like to complain. I always think when things like this happen, we all have a couple choices we can make, and one is we can deal with it and keep playing the game, or we can quit and go do something else with our time. But yeah, this is crazy. So I bought the pass on my Loquitur account, and that allowed me to get 5 nodes so far. On my Lex account, where I didn't buy the pass, 1 node. I got nothing in that account. I'm gonna get so little off of that track unless something changes. A lot of what I thought might happen, or let's say even, I'll go so far as to say, some of the things I feared to be true, that's how they did it. You know, available with a, 130 shards, available with 160 shards, available with 215 shards. So look at this, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Look at all this progress. If you don't have 225 shards of Hu Yang, you get none of that. So when they said you have to engage with the marquees and engage with the galactic challenges and you could complete the path, I think what they really meant is you have to buy the character out to 7 stars and you have to red box every galactic challenge. Yeah, so far my participation in this is none. It's a non-starter. It's a non-starter. But if I get 5 nodes a day with the pass, and it goes for 30 days, that could be a lot of nodes. But see, I think this, I guess the question is, does this reset? Maybe it's my mistake. Okay. Maybe I'm overthinking this. So I looked at this and I thought there's no way that I'm going to get to this because okay, so if this stays for the entirety of the 4 weeks, then maybe we're okay. Maybe I'm okay. But I thought I read somewhere that there were going to be updates in these tracks. Or maybe that's just this part where the quests say that they're going to reveal. Maybe that's this part where they reveal later. So if I get 7 nodes every 3 days, let's say, So let's say I get seven nodes through a marquee. So through a galactic challenge. So 7, if I could complete 7 every 3 days, that would give me 70 total nodes. And I would get there. Well, is it always 5,000 between nodes? You know, I didn't even pay attention. Is it always 5,000 between nodes? Okay. I gotta relook at this. Then we're on about the same page. I don't like CG making the game more and more for people who spend money and pretends to care about free-to-play players. Have you been doing battles with your new unit? From what I've seen, a lot of the battles that you do with your new unit, though, are the ones that are locked behind the shard requirements. So I don't see any quests that are available to me that don't have shard requirements. So here we could win 5 battles with Hu Yang and Kanan in the squad, so we could do that one and complete another 750 out of that one. So, I mean, we'll do those as we get the shards. And it did, the pass made it easier for me to get the shards. So maybe I'm okay with this on the account where I have the pass unlocked. But on the Lex Talionis project, I just barely made it past 1 node. Like the difference in progress you get with and without the pass. Even in the Galactic Challenge stuff, it has the requirement in there that says complete this battle having the past episode pass. What is that? What's that garbage? Complete the battle having an episode pass. So Lex Talionis account is completely locked out of all this. We can do a 3-star Hu Yang at like tier 2. As soon as we get like to a 5-star Hu Yang though, we can't even complete that mission. So the amount that we can get out of this Galactic Challenge, at least on the Lex account, is nothing. It's nothing. I can complete the battle with a bunch of rebels, and that's good. But I don't have the pass active, so I miss out on all that stuff. I'm not going to have a 5-star Hu Yang, so I miss out on every tier above that. So basically half of this Galactic Challenge, a free-to-play player doesn't have access to. So I'm pretty unhappy. If you bought the $20 pass, then you'll easily max. Okay. Yeah, it does stay for 28 days. Even free to play, you still have 15K worth of wiggle room that you don't have to get to max the track. Stop focusing on Galactic Challenge. Lord Bats is in the house. Hello, it's me. Free to play is slowed down. Well, so Kybert, help me understand the math here then. Because I did all my daily quests and all the stuff that I could see to do on my free to play account. And we got 1 node. And there's more than 30 nodes here. There's 50 nodes. So if I can get 1 node a day, I guess I'll have to do the math on exactly how much currency we're getting. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see as it goes along how we can complete it. But yeah, I mean, it's I have to admit I've got an initial bad reaction to it just because of all the stuff that's gated behind having the pass or having the characters at shards. It's frustrating to me. So as long as we can complete it within the 28 days, we're fine. But we'll see how it plays out. Maybe there's something I'm missing that I just haven't seen yet. It's hard to explain without a graphic, so I'm going to find the simplest one I've seen and post it to your Discord. Okay. Well, I'll take a look at it. But again, the Lex account... Okay. I'll just stop talking because I guess I need to do the actual calculations on how much stuff a free-to-play account is getting each day. How much progress. And then I'll be able to chart out whether or not it's possible. But yeah, so when I came in and saw that all that stuff was gated behind shards, I was like, well, that's frustrating. But I see what you're saying. So if that track lasts all 28 days, then some people will just complete it sooner. It's fine with me. I mean, as long as I get to the end of the track. All right. It's just a marquee event. The more you spend on shards, the more you advance. All right, well, I'll quit being negative about it. Like, as usual, we'll have to wait and see what the data shows. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm withholding judgment to see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out. It's a bad feeling for the pass. People who bought the pass as well. They can't progress a lot on Character Quest because they didn't whale on the marquee. Yeah, well, again, if you buy the pass and you can get it all within 28 days, then it doesn't matter if you can get it sooner, right? Like, you can't complain that you couldn't get to the end in 15 days. As long as you can get it within the cycle of the pass, I'm fine with it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, for me, the frustrating part was coming in here and seeing all the stuff that was requiring you to have the character and have shards and that. But if we can still get to the end without it, then I guess I'm fine. Okay, well, let's get into Grand Arena and play some of that then. Take a look at JG, our scruffy-looking opponent here. 12.3 million galactic power, 4.7 in ships, 7.5 in characters. Galactic War Battles, 128.9. 29. That's 6.5, almost 7 years. It's a good amount of time playing the game. Ships, we've got Leviathan, Profundity, Executor, all at 7 stars. We've got all the usual suspects. Ships all look to be completed. We got a couple. We got Carthanasi and T3 that aren't relicked. Pretty much everything else is. Jedi Consular. All right. Way ahead of us in fleets, character-wise. 8 Galactic Legends all across the top. And then all the stuff you'd expect to see. We've got Commander Ahsoka at Relic 9. Nice. Getting ready for that Galactic Legend Ahsoka journey. Darth Bane's in here at Relic 9. Malicos, Relic 8. Malgus at 9. Starkiller's in here. Gungans are done. Bo-Katan Mandalore. Queen Amidala. So this player has all of the stuff up to the very newest. Okay. Let's take a quick look at mods. See what we've got here. Echo 374, fastest non-GL character. Echo and Moff Gideon are the same speed. 374 is pretty good. Commander Ahsoka Tano, 373. That's a fast cat. 373. Moff Gideon up here at 369. That's looking good. This guy's got some killer mods, y'all. 360 on Mara Jade. Yikes. 22, 26, 24, 25, 20, 32. Go look at what I posted to Ask Loquitur. Stop focusing on the paid character stuff. What you should get it for free. Wow, Kyber's fired up tonight. All right, man. Dash Run Dart, 354. Lots of stuff. Malik's up here with a health set at 331. Man, this guy's mod score must be like 32. Some of the best mods I've seen, I think. Okay, Luthen. We're finally out of the fantastic mods. Still at 317, even with mods that haven't been 6-dotted yet. Nice. All right, so we have no advantages. He's got better ships, better characters, and better mods than us, but we do have Datacrons. We've got Datacrons over him. Okay. Let's do this. And why is this not cooperating here? Put it on the lightsaber screen for a second. We'll go over and take a look at that posting. Where's my Discord? Somebody ate my Discord. Okay. Proof your rewards haven't changed. Episodes take 250,000 triangles to max out. Passes last 28 days. You get 3,600 from doing dailies. You get 22,000 from weekly episode quests. 8 galactic challenges. They're tier 10 of 2 feats is more than what's needed. So do your dailies, wrap up the episode quests by the end of each week, and do half the GCG Galactic Challenge feats you used to, and you'll be fine. All right. Yeah, the Lex Talionis account, though, can't complete the Galactic Challenges like that. We're not going to get those done. But okay. I should get most of the track then, if that's the case. All right. Get back to the screen over here. The rewards are the same if you log 28 days in a row and complete multiple tasks. Before, you could log in 8 times a month to get your Galactic Challenge rewards. In the free-to-play world, sometimes daily play is not possible. Yeah, no, Kyber. I'm... Man. All right. I guess all I'm saying is I'm going to wait and see how it works out. That's all I'm saying. All right. Let's get back to the Grand Arena here. All right, so for defense, up top, we've got CLS here. I think we can still do that just with Savage, right? So we could just Savage that. We've got some First Order. We've got some, we got a Mon Mothma team here and Sonastaros. So the top zone looks pretty easy. Should be no problem getting through that stuff. And then the bottom front zone, we've got Jabba, Lord Vader, Rey, Queen Amidala, and Leia. So with the Lord Vader team and Jabba team not having any Datacrons on them, I think we can make an attempt to get those with non-Galactic Legend teams. We'll try Bane against Leia, and we'll try to do probably do JMK against the Queen, and then do JML here. So that's the gimmick. And I'm going to try to do the Bounty Hunters here. I think Bo-Katan can also beat this team, but if I can beat it with Fennec, I would rather beat it with Fennec. And the Bo-Katan team can go somewhere else. We do have that kick from Thrawn, and he's got super fast characters. 320, and he'll get some speed from Vader, right? So we're 341. Leadership. Dark side allies have... it's doubled for Empire. So he'll be at 360, and he'll be faster than our Bosk. So well, that we can't control that initial kick. It's going to go wherever it's going to go. Mercenary stun can work here, right? We can't stun Lord Vader, but we could potentially stun the tank. I think I like that idea. So Fennec is the only mercenary, though. That's okay. The 15% turn meter, I think, is pretty good. Take that one. Kyber says, definitely let's wait and see. That's what we need to tell people that are burning the house down. Not saying you're one of those, but based on math, things are looking positive. I'm waiting for CG to fix the bug with Dark Trooper in GAC. There's a bug with Dark Trooper Jar Jar? Tell me what it is before I use him. Hence why I don't understand the pitchfork reactions. The pitchfork reactions are just because people can see all the currency that's gated behind having the characters unlocked. So, again, that's, I mean, my misunderstanding was that I didn't think that path was going to last for 28 days. I misunderstood that. I thought that path was going to reset before the 28 days. But if that path is going to last all 28 days, then I agree, we're going to be fine. Yeah. I thought based on what I read that was going to be different. That's my mistake. Okay, let's get in here and try to make this work. All right, there's the initial hit. And the kick goes on Fennec. OFC. So we can't cleanse Fennec, right? No, she's still got the contract. So that's all good. All right. We'll just keep doing that. And that. And Fennec will just have to wait for 1.5 years before she gets to take a turn. Redo taunt. Okay. Now we got Fennec back. I guess we can come over here and get Thrawn. We got a stun on him, so that's good. Kick him out of here. Boot him to the next universe. Let's go. Get that taunt back up again. Get another stun because we can. Send Fennec again. Oh, he got an ult with Buddy on the field. Not fantastic. Now we got to live through this ability block phase here. Okay. Looking all right. Lord Vader not being stunned by our shenanigans, of course. Get a couple counterattacks in there. That's nice. Oof. Yikes. All right, we got that cleansed. Get a couple more armor shreds on him. And then this should be close to done. We'll send the net. Okay. Vader down. Vader down. The old one where you lose AI when hit. Where you lose AI when hit. Antelope Don says, with the ultimate goal just to sell a monthly $20 pass that monetized previously non-monetized activities. Well, I think the point is that the free-to-play path, if you don't pay for the pass ever, if you can complete the path without the pass, the rewards on the bottom side, in the free-to-play side, are fine, right? You're getting more than you would have gotten from those galactic challenges without paying for the pass. That's the thing. The paid pass comes on top of that. So just the bottom path alone is more than you could have got. And you have to look at the quantities on this, because you see that there's like these slicing materials, but look at this. There's 128 of them, right? So it's not like there's a trinket amount, and then there's on this box there's 4 of those boxes on that node. When you get the injector parts, you get 20 at a time. Up here there's more slicing materials, 60 of those on a single node. So if you look at the total quantity of stuff that you're getting out of here, you know, getting 128 of these at a time is a big deal. That's a heckin' chunk of materials. So I think that's the point, right? All right, let's get back in here. Get back to fighting. Try Night Sisters here. Night Sisters. And we'll go with Daka again, just because I've made this work before, and I don't really want to put Asajj in when I know that this is okay. We've been successful with it. We've had several times where it didn't work out. Talzin didn't die, and then we still got to come in and clean up Jabba. But I'm happy to two-shot this without using a Galactic Legend. That is fine by me. Okay, we're all right with Marin. She's got 2 detonators on her. She's not being targeted. Right there at the beginning, if they target her and put a bunch of detonators on her, I feel the need to go into stealth to try to protect her for a turn. This time doesn't look like I'm going to need to do that. Okay. Lots of detonators on Daka and Talzin here. So we could get down to just us. But then the problem is when we kill a character, we bring back a Night Sister. That's the issue. No, don't target me. Get over on Daka if you want to target somebody. I didn't mean to do that. Ah, come on. Misclick. Oops. Alright. There's really not much for us to do now. We just put it on auto basic and it'll turn out however it's going to turn out. Yeah, I didn't mean to click that hide button. I just got hasty and clicked the wrong thing. Might not be bad though having two Night Sisters here, because they might actually build up enough detonators to kill them both. Yeah. That's actually looking kind of promising. Somehow didn't do any damage to Talzin with the area of effect there. Okay, so this is probably a two-shot then. I don't think Jabba's going to kill Talzin, or at least we've seen in the past that he typically doesn't get the job done. Not enough potency on his Jabba. I mean, my Talzin has no special tenacity, and the Datacron we're using doesn't have tenacity. And he's only landing like one detonator. That's alright though. We'll clean it up. Two shots. Don't forget to include the EC purchases to make sure you're specific about that, because if you say that, then people look at the bottom track and say you're wrong. Right, so you still have to go in to the shop and purchase materials. But again, there's enough currency on the track to get what we used to get. It's more than we used to get, right? And especially for people who couldn't complete, you know, the red box on everything, it's a better deal. Yeah. It's a better deal. I keep watching and waiting and hoping that Talzin will actually get killed. But hey, he got all 5 stacks there. That looked good. Get more stacks. Come on, get her. Nah, she took too many turns now. I'm saying the changes were made to monetize previously low revenue game modes, such as daily activities. I'm not saying the rewards are less. Let's not kid ourselves, this was geared toward free-to-play, but instead they're selling it to the free-to-play community will not be impacted. So here's the two truths, and in terms of game balance and all of this stuff, I think we have to accept that both things can be true at the same time. Thing number one, if you look at playing this with no pass and saying you're going to get the same rewards you used to get out of the galactic challenges, so you'll get all that stuff off the free path, you'll get currency, you'll get more freedom in the shop to buy what it is that you want to buy, and so it's a good system. That can be true. If you look to Grand Arena and you say, I want to keep advancing in Grand Arena, it's not about what your account looks like and how you play it. in terms of raw capability to get to higher Kyber. Part of it is, are you building your stuff faster and better than other people at the same level? Because if you're locked into Kyber 3 or Kyber 2 and you're more efficient at building your account, you can keep pushing up higher in GAC. If your opponents are all building their accounts faster than you, it will become increasingly hard to hold your place in GAC as their accounts develop and push you down. So it's true that the free-to-play path is still what we used to have, but it's also true that now the people that choose to engage with the pass are going to start to have an advantage over people who don't. And it might seem incremental, but it's not false. It's true that people who will pay for the pass can use that to help separate themselves from the people who don't. And it's not a judgment. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Almost every game I play has that. Again, I mess around in Magic the Gathering sometimes. They've got a free path and a paid path. I mess around in Hearthstone sometimes. Same thing. Reward path, paid path, both in there. This is a standard thing in the gaming industry where you give people something for free and then you give them more if they pay for it. It's not a surprise. It's not anything unusual. At least to me. I think it's pretty normal. I don't, like, from a game mechanic standpoint, I don't know. And the heart of the problem to me with all of this is Grand Arena. Because that's the game mode that people want to be really good. That's where they want to be successful. And we don't really have a way to generate fair GAC matchups already. And people perceive that it's going to become more unfair. Or at least, like, from a mathematical standpoint, that's what I see. I mean, if you look at Fleet Arena and stuff like that, who cares? How you play your account day to day, it doesn't affect you at all. Unless for some reason the people in the paid path get a ship that you can't get and they dominate Fleet Arena, right? Otherwise, who cares if the people that are in your shard pay or don't pay, right? So it all just comes down to Grand Arena, and for the people who are, fighting to stay relevant, they see themselves getting further behind. That's my take on it. And again, whether that's right or wrong, it's standard. It's standard in all the games you ever play. Well, not all of them, but the vast majority of them do that. Okay, we need Jedi here. I'm yapping and not paying attention to my Grand Arena. Let's make sure we've got a good team here, because I played some weaker Jedi last time, and I feel like I paid for that with a loss. So if we're going to play this, we got to play it with our best Jedi. And I think, should we use this stun one? I mean, it's built for Shakti, but kind of who cares, right? If it had protection on it, I'd probably use it, but I'd at least like to have something with protection on it. Man. I have a whole lot of Datacrons, but it's hard to find one that fits. If 20% protection, 15%. So 20% on a dark side Cron, or then we've got some light side Crons that don't have as much protection. I think we'll use this one. 12% protection, but it's got a ton of tenacity. Crit damage, health steal. Sosley says, yes, that'll be the big difference. Whales will whale regardless. Free-to-play and minnows that are open to the idea of spending more will likely do it. It's a genius incentive design. The gap will definitely grow in GAC. You're correct, this is the standard, but it's just rare where you see it being applied in real time when one's been relying on previous requirements. The problem is, as a free-to-play player, you build your account and get the best rewards from events and requirements are changed. Yeah, I think that was Kyber's point earlier. The requirements are changed, but you can still complete the path without completing the changed requirements, if that makes sense. Or are you saying that the requirements are changed in the sense that some people are going to be paying for progress? Either way. Okay, let's do this on Luke first. Carve a slice or two out of Ray here. Get some damage. And Ray goes into yellow right away. It's just going to be inconvenient for us. Oh, I was really hoping to... Oh, I was going to say get the damage immunity off of her, but I'll take dead over removing damage immunity. That's fine by me. Okay. And let's put Ray on lower life. Get that lifeblood off of her. She's going to go into the alt. Nothing we can do about that. And then we just got to survive it. All right. Flop. Knock her down into the red. And now we will get this Ben Solo out of here. I was just going to say, I don't think I've procced the damage immunity on him yet, though, so yeah, that's inconvenient. Okay, now we got to try to get some of the life and health back if we can. Okay, Ben. Time for you to get out of here, buddy. Oh, she gets another alt off. This is going to be rough. I'm probably going to lose Hermit Yoda. Probably. Yep. Lost Hermit Yoda, not a surprise. Okay. He goes down. And then we just need a turn where we put Ray down. Okay, good. Jedi Knight Luke too slow. All right, so that's done. Kyber says I'd love to continue the discussion, but it's dinner time. Best of luck, DL. Hey, thanks for stopping by and discussing, Kyber. Always appreciate everybody's opinions. Lord Bat says nicely done. How you been, Bats? Been a while since I've seen you around, mate. How's the remnant doing? Still kicking ass and taking names? Now, does this Dark Trooper legitimately... Can I not play this Dark Trooper? Is that what you're telling me, Jar Jar? That I can't put him in? Bat says, how's the channel been? Seems like the game's truly at an all-time low. Guild's always kicking ass and taking names. Nice. Nice. I don't think the game's at an all-time low. I don't perceive that to be the case myself. I think the game is... I mean, it's got ups and downs, but it's generally trending sideways. It's a stable game. The player base I don't think is growing, but I also don't think it's gone down by that much. Or at least the last I looked at statistics. Still making a ton of money in the game. If it ever quits making money, they'll quit developing it, right? I know a dozen people that quit due to the changes this week. Well, that has yet to be seen. I mean, with stuff like this, we don't ever want to be hasty and just pull the plug and quit. Did you see what they just did with the Kessel Run loyalty program? It's replacing the 5% discount, apparently. No discount for using the web store anymore, huh? Interesting. Stark over Piet. No, Piet belongs in there. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me. Jar Jar says, can use it sometimes, it's just a bug. It was back last time I used, the AI crashed on me like it used to. Okay, well, I'm going to try him. We're going to try to clean up Jabba the Hutt with some troopers here and get this done. Thanks for calling out that Piet. I was yapping instead of paying attention. That wouldn't have been good. I'd have been disappointed. I would have come in here and been like, that's not what I wanted. All right. Come on, get some big hits there, Dark Trooper. Go DT. All right. Jabba says, I've had enough of that. Gets 1 billion protection. Troopers say, it's not as much as you think. Ooh, that's close. More punchies. More punchies. I love the Dark Trooper character. So good. Okay, let's do this battle next and see if we can get through Leia. We failed against the last Leia. Been struggling to beat Leias here lately. I don't know if that's just due to the quality of the crowns that we've got or what. We've been flailing. Let's use this one with tons of tenacity. Might help us against some of their debuffs. All right. Let's go. Unimpressive start. Hey, Sidious got a turn. Go, man, go. Okay. All right. The lack of Datacrons seems to feel quite different. Oof. Datacron's good, I hear. Zap. All right. DL, I've never had success cleaning up Jabba with Imperial troopers. Maybe that's just me. It's just a damage race, right? Maybe it's about speed. I mean, maybe you just have to have a Piet that's really fast enough and gets enough turns. Because the team has enough damage. If your Dark Trooper is Relic 7 or 8, at least Relic 7, and modded for offense, you should have enough damage. There's a Datacron. You know, Datacrons make a lot of difference. So watch the Datacrons. If they have a monstrous amount of defense, then Dark Trooper will struggle. struggle with the cleanup. Then you have to kind of use like Jedi or something if you've got like a high damage Jedi team with Revan and some good Jedi. But whatever you do, it has to be really high damage. That's the key to cleaning up Jabba. You have to have enough damage. So if your current trooper team doesn't have enough damage, and I know if you're working on Galactic Legend Ahsoka, all your relics are going toward that right now. But if you take Dark Trooper from Relic 7 to Relic 8, it's a huge difference. It really, going to Relic 8 on Dark Trooper is a big jump. Mine's only Relic 7, so what you just saw there, I did with Relic 7. So it's possible. Okay, what do we want to use? Light side, special ability. This got a bunch of defense, tenacity, light side, special ability 15%, turn meter. She prevents like everything in the world, right? Can't be evaded at the start of each ally's turn. What's her passive? If there's a handmaiden, decoy, all that stuff. There's something. She prevents cooldown resets, though, or something, right? What does she prevent? All allies are immune to cooldown manipulation. Allies. Okay. All right. So that won't affect my ability to reset Cat. I didn't think it did, but I was second guessing myself here. Okay. So let's go in. We won't be able to target her right away, so let's go over here. And we'll take the long way around. Pass this over. Then do the reset. And this gets us to the half alt like instantly. They're in stealth now, so doing the alt won't matter. I've had that timing on quite a few of these battles. Okay. We'll just do a basic here. Just waiting for him to pop out of stealth. Come on now. Taking forever for this Queen Amidala to come out of stealth. All right, there we go. Got her. I needed to ult right there. What am I doing? Man, distracted gaming tonight, guys. Distracted gaming. Okay. Now let's get in there and remove that. All right. Just gonna do a basic here. We're gonna try Padawan Obi-Wan. Last time we tried to focus on Qui-Gon, and it took forever. Okay. Worked out this time. I've tried it on Obi-Wan before where, like, there's just a ridiculous amount of recovery and couldn't even kill him because Qui-Gon kept bringing, giving him health and protection and all that. But we got through him pretty fast on this one. All right, that's it. Good. Zortar says, my Dark Trooper's Relic 5. I always thought he was Relic 7. The turn meter is prevented since JMK. I'm sure you know, but just calling. Turn meter don't care about. I was playing around with with the Queen Amidala in my JMK team. And she prevents cooldown resets. So then for some reason when I was going into that battle, I thought she might prevent me from giving Cat the insta-kill. So that's what I was looking at. All right, we got Gungans here on the back wall. We've got a Qui-Gon team. We've got a Rex team. We've got Zori Bliss. We've got Tuskens. Tuskens, Relic Tuskens in 3v3. Bleh. Let's try the Mandalorians here, see if we can get a cheap win. This works about 2/3 of the time. When it works, we're happy. When it doesn't, we just got to try something better. So Bo-Katan probably gets used against the Gungans. Right? What to do here? I think 4 is enough. Let's go for it. 1, 2. Oh, damage immunity. Okay. Taunts back up again. Let's put fire on him. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Reset. Okay. We lost our Bounty Hunter's Resolve. So this is dangerously close to a loss right now. Nothing left but Zori, so that's good. Okay, we should have it here. Nice. Imagine if I had another Relic Mandalorian Darkside. That would make that easy. Okay, so we got Bo-Katan here. Now, I've had people tell me that I should do IG-12 and Mandalorian. Do we like that better, or do we like the Paz Vizsla in here? Paz or Beskar? What do you guys use? I suppose we could use Beskar, get some missiles loaded up. The missiles will 100% kill the generator, right? No matter what. Because we can ignore stealth, taunt, all that stuff, target the generator. Each missile is an instance of damage, so it's guaranteed annihilation. Correct? Think so? Scott Mobley say, I saw he left for dinner, but the issue is exactly how DL reacted today. It doesn't feel good. It's frustrating. Why was this necessary to even do? This is me looking and acting more and more like Marvel Strike Force. That ain't a good thing, folks. Be concerned. Yeah. Then Bam can lead Han Chewie. I've got Dash with Han and Chewie on defense, actually. You like IG and Paz. I like Paz too. He's pretty tanky. All right, let's take Paz in here. Bo-Katan Mandalore looks way too much like Bo-Katan. I don't like that they make the characters look almost identical. Weakest ally and the target ally. So, all right. Got to get around this silliness. His basic does 3 instances of damage, which is good. Put an armor shred there. And then he can remove the buffs, right? Okay. Generator down. Good job, Bo Cat. They've all got tenacity. I wanted the protection though anyway. Let's go. Learning a new character. Oh. That felt pretty good. Nice. Bo-Katan doing tons of damage. Yikes. Nice. Chopping through those Gungans like they're nutting. Cool. All right, we got gas for this. We've got stuff for that. Stuff. We can do stuff. Let's try to get a cheap win here with Savage. Savage oppression, man. Don't know if we need a Datacron, but we have them, so we'll use them. Let's just get something that has some stats that we might want. Sure, why not? Special gain turn meter isn't useful for us. We'll just take this one. A little bit of health steal and such. I've learned to target Luke in this one first, because if you don't target Luke and you kill Chupio first, then C-3PO in some cases like supercharges Luke, never picks a different target, which means that Luke is impossible to kill. But as long as we stay on Luke, then C-3PO will sometimes pick Chupio as a target, and we can eventually whittle CLS down. Oh, he was in execute range. I was drooling. Savage was like drooling to get that hit in. Okay. All right. Dancing. Yeet. Auto. Let's go. Lord Bat says easy wins. Antelope Don says, I agree with you, Scott. Somehow change can be good. Other times it can be bad. Time will tell here. It reminds me of Disney Sorcerer Arena, and that game did not make it. I played that game. I actually played Disney Sorcerer Arena when it first came out. I'd say I probably played it for about 6 weeks. Lost interest in it pretty quickly. Something in the game has to have like a competitive hook, right? Like there has to be something in the game that makes you think, I want to play this game in a way where I can feel like I'm successful or feel like I'm playing better than other players or something like that. Those are the games I stay interested in. Games where they don't have that hook, where I don't get that feeling like there's something to optimize in the game, I lose interest pretty quickly. And yeah, the Sorcerer's Arena was kind of like that. It felt very formulaic, like there was very quickly, you know, good teams and not good teams, and you just knew which characters to work on and put your gear on. And the way they were doing gear and all that stuff was virtually the same as Galaxy of Heroes. I mean, gear slots and like the mod system and everything was very close. But it just felt like the people that poured a ton of money in the game were going to win arenas, and that the game itself didn't have that competitive element where I felt like I was getting ahead of other people. All right. And they had some kind of a territory war like system in there that was super confusing. Like there were certain times that you could attack and some people would put defenses down, but others couldn't. I don't know. It was weird. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember thinking, man, this could just be a lot more straightforward. Bats out. Good seeing you again. Take care. Always just a DM away. You know where to find me. All right, Bats. We'll see you, man. Hey, if you haven't checked out my RPG channel, I'm trying to start something for role-playing games. If you're still here, Bats, man, click on that link and give me a like and a subscribe over there. I would love it. Appreciate it, man. If you could do that for me. All right. This one, we can Wampa. Right? There's no stuns, tenacity downs, crazy stuff like that. So we could just chuck a Wampa at him. Or an Enfys Nest. I probably could have done Enfys Nest here and saved Wampa for something even better. Wampa. Bat says I'll check it out. Malgus Basic is the most disappointing thing in the game. Boop. Not much impressive going on with the basic, huh? Three-way territory wars. If you look at a tower, then you had 1 hour to reinforce. If you took a tower, you had 1 hour to reinforce. If not, the opponents could just retake it. I played a game called, what was it, Bloodline? I messed around with that game a little bit when it first came out. And they had a territory war like type of thing, but it was really odd. It would pair you up with 2 other players, so there would be 3 on each side. And you would start at a node, and then each node you went to kind of branched out through the middle, and then narrowed down toward the other side. But somebody would just take a monster team and just like walk all the way and park it in front of your base. And then you would just take all the nodes behind them, because they could only put their teams on 1 node. So that whole thing was just a system of take and retake and take and retake, and it was kind of like who was spending the most time in the game would win. And that didn't feel very good. We've still got 2 Galactic Legends. We've still got Cal Kestis. We've still got a lot of good stuff. Let's try to think about what would be efficient here. CLS doesn't work well against this team. Maybe we'll do some Jedi. Chuck Cal Kestis in there. And then just, you know, have good survivability. And again, we don't need a team this good to beat this team, but it would get us high banners, right? This is a max banner team, I think. I feel like it should be max banners. We can just nuke this pilot, right? Get the taunt going. Ooh, that was a big enough hit that probably just cost me my full banners that I thought I was going to get. See if we can recover these by the end. Toss it over to Shock T. Let her prompt some recovery. And then just nuke Kylo on out of here. And even if he's incredibly survivable, he won't live through Cal's next turn. That's for sure. That stun on a special is ridiculous. It's so good. Okay, so full banners there. This team messed me up. I played against one of these teams not long ago, and the Leia just went crazy. And this doesn't have a Datacron or anything. I don't feel like it's going to be a repeat. So what do we have here that we could throw that would, again, get good banners, have good survivability, not take something away from elsewhere? Let's try it with like this Jedi team here. And we'll try to just blow Han up. Actually, I think I'm just going to blow up Leia Organa. And I'll let Han bring her back. I don't care. Han can go ahead and bring her back. He can bring her back like once every 12 cooldowns. All right, no problems. 57 banners. That gets us through to ships. I see the Executor. What else we got? Got Leviathan, Executor, and, oh boy. All right, so we'll have to do Chimera on Leviathan, Mirror Match, and then Profundity on the Negotiator. I think that's doable. Let's use gas here. We still got 2 Galactic Legends too. Oh man. Oh man. I kind of want to I kind of want to just take a Galactic Legend in on these Tuskens, but nah. Okay, now if I remember right, we've got to kill the ad twice no matter what. Even with the no revive, it does come back once, no matter what we do. Let's see. Protection or defense would be good. That's some protection. I like this one. It's a dark side cron, but we're out of places that we need it. Wait, what? What am I looking at here? Why are these guys not taunting? Oh, they are now. Okay. Okay, so we killed the Tusken Raider first. Okay. And then this summon, I feel like the summon comes back once. Or at least that's been my experience before. So he comes back once no matter what we do. All right. Drink some of the Kool-Aid real quick. Yeah, see? That dude comes back once no matter what you do. Drinks more of the Kool-Aid. Okay. Maybe that's not politically correct to reference drinking Kool-Aid on stream. I better stop doing that, huh? Somebody might be offended by it. All right, let's finish this off, gas. All right, good. 56 banners. Getting it done. All right, so this Sith Eternal, Wat Tambor. I don't think there's any need for a tank here. Let's save some banners. All right. Put on the box. Do Rex. And I think we still have to do 5s because sacrifice mechanics being what they are. Rex won't get saved by the sacrifice though, right? Because he's not 501'd. I believe that's the case. All right. And now we're in the alt. Aerial advantage didn't do much there, buddy. I am the eternal Emperor. Okay. Hey, Qui-Gon. What would happen if your entire Omicron just got shut off right at the start of battle? How would you like that, friendo? That's what we're going to do. We're just going to turn off his all of his mechanics. Let's go. Easy days. Stab Anakin. Kill him in one hit. Poof. What? What are you talking about? All right. Kill him in 2 hits then. All right. Let's do this. And we'll save Anakin till Qui-Gon till last. Just because he's not used to that. He's used to like bullying people in Grand Arena. Now he's like, why isn't it? It's not working. None of it's working. Okay, the Omicron that was so strong they had to change the game mechanics to fit. Chimera. Select fleet. Let's take a look at this. We're going to throw that out. Honestly, we either get it in 2 reinforcements or we don't get it, right? With the Dorito, we want to do the basic on Vader. Okay, so basic on Vader, special on the second time around. Okay, we got it. Let's do this. Let's get this Leviathan. Come on, boys. Get some foresight. Here's where we use the basic. Okay. All right. Oof. Something has gone horribly wrong. Defender coming in. Stun. Vader might die to the bomb. Oh. Is that an instant loss? That may just be a loss right there. I think that's a loss. We're not going to get our second reinforcement. Yikes! Not even a little bit close. Nah, got nothing. Oof. Submit the result. It says 2 defeated enemies, so the 2 open slots and reinforcements that he doesn't have filled are being counted as victory. So what could we do? We could come back in with our executor. That means we have to kill his executor a different way. Somebody said that they had luck using... No, that was a... Yeah, that was against the executor. They said they used First Order and then cleaned it up with Malevolence. Our Malevolence is on defense. We've got First Order. And from there, we've only got scrappy fleets. We only got scraps. I think I'm going to take the battles that I'm more certain of. We'll beat this with profundity. We'll try to beat the mirror match with our own executor. He is Relic 9. All 6 dot mods, I imagine. Yeah. So this is a coin flip who goes first. This is also not a sure thing. Fleets. It's hard out here in the fleets, boys. All right. He got the coin flip. And he targeted my Xanadu blood. This is a loss. We have lost. Unfortunate. All right. I think we'll get the kill here. And that could allow us to try to get back in the game. I gotta call in Hound's Tooth at this point. We'll get a breach there. Okay. Now I can mark his Hound's Tooth. And I don't think this is going to buy us much time, but let's see. If we can get his Hound's Tooth down and get another reinforcement in here pretty quickly, that would be good. All right, let's do this. And we'll try to get Hound's Tooth killed with that. That's good. Okay. We're reeling it back in, but he has more progress toward his ult. So what could potentially happen here is that we get the battlefield stabilized, and then he gets to his ult, and we'll just lose that way. Okay. All right. We're still hanging in there. Hanging in. Man, I love that sound. I love that sound in the cinematics. Okay. Try to stun here. Still got to respect the taunt, though. Should be enough. I want to save the death mark for Razor Crest. All right. Ult still wasn't up. That's crazy. How is our ult not up? All right. There we go. Easy days, lads. How did we pull that out? Whew. Dicey. Dicey, but we got it. All right, profundity here. Profundity. All right. Work our way through the profundity. Let's go. Guapo says, dang, the dagger buff was bad move from CG. Haven't been able to catch a stream in years in a long time. I've missed this. Well, hey, Guapo. Glad you're here. Those darn coin flips are a bane of my existence. I have no luck with Chimera versus Leviathan with dagger. I've stopped trying. Yeah, that used to work. I think I'm going to have to, I don't know. I'm going to have to work up a different executor counter or something. Because these three exact ships are what I'm weak to, right? If they've got Leviathan, the executor, and then this fleet with the relict marauder. That's a problem for me. I was supposed to use the basic there. Man, I keep yapping and not paying attention. Distracted gaming tonight. Okay, let's do this. Get rid of that taunt. See if we can get one more turn come on. He got the taunt back again. All right, let's put this into stealth and burn through his unending loyalty. Then we can bring this in, get him back out of stealth, and say goodbye to Anakin. Goodbye. Okay, Ahsoka. Hello, Ahsoka. You're the next contestant on the reticles on you. All right. Look at her. Look at her go. Surviving. Nope. Haha, just kidding. You're going to have to wait till the next sequel. The next iteration of your show, season 2 of Ahsoka. You'll come back in season 2, don't worry. Okay. And when she comes back in season 2, guys, what do you think? Will there or will there not be any, in fact, danger to any of the characters? Every time I think about Ahsoka, man, there was so much of that I liked. But the fact that, like, there was no real tangible threat to any of the characters was very frustrating to me. Hope they fix that with the next one. They should at least take the bad guys to jail. They don't have to brutally murder them on screen. I mean, I don't mind if you want to be a little more politically correct about things. But at least capture them. You know, at least capture them and question them. Something. That specifically is the scene that will go down in infamy as really, really poorly written, in my opinion. The one where they've got Shin Hati dead to rights. She comes around the corner, and they just let her go, and they watch her walk away. I can't think of any reasonable combatant that would ever do that. It broke my suspension of disbelief. I assume you run a second account? Yeah, we still got the Lex Talionis project, about a year-old account, about 3 million galactic power that we'll play after this. If you want to keep hanging out, Guapo. Finalizer. There's nothing to be done here. I got nothing. There are no things. All right, let's switch over to this Lex Talionis project then. You guys got anything else you want to talk about tonight? Any other questions, issues, accounts for me to look at, anything like that? Let me know in the chat. Kyber Soze says, hey, I'm back. How's it go? It went good. We left the Leviathan on the field. Cleared out all of his characters, but that Leviathan dagger, we didn't get through. I'm going to have to practice some different counter to that Executor so I can free up my Executor to fight Leviathan. If I want to beat that setup of ships, anyway. All right. Let's get in here and see what we've got over here. Antelope Dawn says, yeah, it does not make sense. Like Obi-Wan letting Darth Vader go in the Kenobi show. There is a thing, and this is so hard to deal with for anybody, right? So if you're making a movie about Kenobi and Vader, making any kind of entertainment, everyone watching knows that they both make it. The ideas have to work around that. You have to still try to surprise the audience, but the audience already knows that they both make it because obviously they were both alive in the movie, right? So you have this funny thing where you have to write a script and it has to be entertaining, but you can never threaten or kill off one of the main characters. So I don't envy the writers that job. That's pretty tough. Megas Stefanos, your empire needs you. 7.4 million galactic power. 13,000 Galactic War Battles won. That's not too bad. That's about a 3-year-old account. Ships. How do people do this? If my opponent is watching, you should build an executor and place in fleet and get your free fleet crystals every day. It helps with account building a lot. Some people just don't care, right? They're having fun in the game, collecting, doing what they want to do. So, yeah, can't tell anybody what to do, but man, I just feel like playing without those crystals. It's a handicap. 4 Galactic Legends in the account. Skywalker's in here. We got Padme, Revan, Jedi Knight Revan, Zamwasel, Relic 7. Guess with that Lord Vader, we should expect that. Starkiller's in here. Interesting choices on what to build. Embo's in here. Relic 5 with an Omicron. Does that mean he's got Hut Cartel? Is he working on Jabba? Doesn't look like it. Embo with the Omicron. With no Hut Cartel. Is there a team that Embo is really good in for bounty hunters? I guess I haven't seen an Embo team that's just like, you know, Bosk, Embo, Grief Karga. Interesting. All right, but he invested in the Omicron, so it did affect us in Grand Arena. Always interested to see what people's choices are, though. Kind of fun. Let's look at speed. I'm assuming this player's a collector, but let's see. 286, fastest non-GL character. Confirming collector status. 260 on Dooku. So we're going to have advantages on speed. It doesn't matter. If you put Galactic Legends on defense, we're just stopped. Okay, so he cleared everything but our ships. And it doesn't look like he put Galactic Legends on defense. Okay. We got First Order and Resistance. This is probably his best team, right? Dash on Chewie. And there's no guarantee we'll get through this, but CLS doesn't work. But we've gotten through this before with Dash on Chewie because Dash has enough damage to get the job done. Armor penetration, bunch of armor penetration. I like that. All right. Let's Datacron it up, y'all. In we go. I'm not sure how much sense this will make, but how to farm gear while working on characters? It seems like the gear pieces don't overlap with the shard farming. Is there times where you farm gear and not characters? It also turns out I landed in your free-to-play accounts guild. Nice. So I did a gear guide for, I don't think I updated it for 2024, but if you look at the stuff in my channel on YouTube, there's actually a video that I've done and it describes all of the places in the game to get certain pieces of gear. And with the way the game is set up right now, you almost don't have to farm gear. You do it first. When you're very first starting out your account, you'll have to farm things like injector parts, injector handles, things like that for relicking characters. You'll have to farm your materials to make relics out of fleet because it takes a while to build up a stock of those things. But there is a gear video. Just, I think, look up Gear Efficiency Guide, Loquitur, and it should show up in the search. And then you can see all the places to get your gear. The raid, I didn't update it with the new raid system, but with the new raid system, you can get a lot of gear out of there. So between the raid the raid gear video and the other video. It'll show you how to do it. But yeah, so using your raid currency to avoid farming gear. And then just think of it this way. No matter how much gear you get, it will always be more gear needed for your characters. So there will never be a time where you feel like you're ahead on gear. What I've done, because I do my account updates weekly, I started just letting the account run for a week, and then I do all of my progress all at once. And now that I've started doing it that way, I would never go back to just using gear when I get it. Man, saving up for a whole week and then pick the character that I want to develop, clicking as many improvements as I can on that character, and then moving on down a list of things that I'm trying to gear has made progress super efficient. So I love doing it that way. So I don't know if that'll help you or not, but yeah, so you got to know where to get the gear so that you can farm shards with your energy and not have to use it to farm gear. That's the outlook. I could use Wampa here. I've still got enough good teams that I don't think I have to save Wampa. Again, if he's got a Galactic Legend on the back wall or whatever, it's over. So that's irrelevant. Hey, what kind of pachyderm just doesn't matter? An irrelevant. All right. What we got on the back wall here? We've got Jedi Revan. Okay. Karth O'Nasty. And Thrawn. A Thrawn led Palpatine and Piet. So it's just a team of Empire characters. Interesting. Could be dangerous though, I guess. Pay attention to that. All right. Let's see. Out of these two, I don't think either one of those teams looks very dangerous. So probably the Revan team and this team are what's left that is dangerous. Look at that shiny C-3PO relic. So satisfying. All right. We have another Datacron we could put on these guys, right? Put a bunch of tenacity on them so that they can't get shocked. See if it works. We're going to try to get Piet under control right away. Oh my goodness. We did no damage to Piet. Change of plan. We did no damage to Vader. Change of plan. What the heck is going on here? We can't hurt these guys. How is our damage that bad? The kick is in. The kick is go. Piet, you are not going to be in stealth, buddy. That is something I'm not going to allow. All right. Let's freshen up here. Get back on Piet. Come on, Piet. Good grief, buddy. All right, man. I can take a hint. We're not going to kill you. The recovery on this team is insane. We're going to lose with Luke. Look at this. Oh, there's the kick. It's a week before Luke gets a turn again. We've got all that tenacity off the Datacron. It did nothing. Wow. Somehow this team hanging tough. Okay. We'll forfeit. What else do we have that could go in there? What's got good damage? I thought my CLS team had pretty good damage, but troopers won't do it. Probably have to do Qui-Gon there now, huh? All right, let's take Quiggy. And if we don't get this then we're just going to go to the front wall, figure it out, and come back here later. Let's do Thrawn. Let's try to make Thrawn the target. I'm going to do a big hit right now. Okay. Here we go. Don't care if you attack Mace Windu. He's protected by plot armor at the moment. Qui-Gon Jinn's plot. Okay. Not protected by anything anymore. Anakin be like refusing to take turns. Alright. You got him, buddy. Okay. The full clear is back on. Potentially. This Finn team is probably okay. Let's use troopers here. And I think we actually have to target Holdo first. Otherwise, we risk that we don't get our turn meter train going. Because she'll just pop a taunt and be in our way. Alright, drain turn meter. Get another mass assist. And then we'll have one more round of turns. And we got to get a kill right. Oh, there we go. Okay. Phew. I was going to say we got to get a kill on that move. Turn meter's running out, boys. All right, we're not going to get a kill here. Oh, Piet down. Piet one-shotted by an angry Ray Ray. All right. Turn meter drain again. Okay. Just you and me, Ray. You and us? You and we. We and you. That sounds like a Chinese name or something. We and you. Alright. Come on. Get her. Alright, good. 52 banners. We did a speed up quest of some kind. Nice. Alright. Resistance Hero Finn? What can we use here? What do we have left? We have 501st, Bounty Hunters, Vader. We're probably fast enough. Let's use the Empire team here. Paper cut time, boys. If they kill Mara Jade in one hit, though, that'll be disappointing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Here we go. Throw it over to Mara Jade. Counterattacks, no. Okay. Let the stuns begin. Let more stunning occur. All right. You didn't like the stun? Take a kick. And this is why I call it the paper cut team, because this is going to take a while. Taking out relic characters with Gear 8 garbage, it's going to happen. It just ain't going to happen fast. Okay, kick you. You got turn meter when you shouldn't have. Get everybody stunned again. Okay. Steal turn meter from Finn in the middle there. Alright, now we gotta spread around some of the love. We don't want to kill characters too quickly. For anybody who doesn't know how this team works, you get turn meter by applying debuffs, and once you start killing characters, the amount of debuffs that you're applying is reduced by less characters, right? So we want to make sure that we've got everybody on the ropes and ready to go before we start finishing characters off here. We're good to go now. They're all ready to go. Kick. Boy, he will not go. All right. No problems. Series of 1,000 paper cuts with lemon juice in them, maybe. Let's make it sting a little more. What do we got for fleets? Is this a doable fleet? Okay. He's got random relic stuff. Is that Lando's Falcon? It's just random relic ships. We got chances. We got chances. We could full clear him. Okay. Is the Bounty Hunters the best of what we've got left? I think it might be. All right. Let's get in here and put some detonators on some Jedi. It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the detonators on the Jedi. Okay. Get rid of some of those buffs. Come on, Greedo. We can't target Bindo, right? He's got like 1 billion crit avoid. Or whatever that is these days. I think we're going to end up targeting Revan. And I don't think I mind in this particular comp. Oh, come on. Get off my Leia. I got a damage dealer in the team, and that's like, they will not stop killing her. We've got the contract. All right. Get some recovery now, Leia. Recover. Okay, we're back in the game. Now they're after Greedo. All right, let's detonate some bombs. Taunt back. Hey, Greedo. Pumping out a couple hits back to back. Okay. Bindo. All right, we got Bindo stunned. No resurrect on that round. Take away his turn meter. Blow up his bombs and we're good to go, right? Hey. Let's go. We're doing it. We're getting it. Nice. I'll check out the guide, says KNG. Nice. Guapo says you got this. Jar Jar says nice win. Yeah, we're grinding through it. Again, if my opponent watches this, I mean, if you put your Galactic Legends on defense, accounts like mine would never get through them. So that's something to think about if you actually care about Grand Arena at all. All right. Rex with the big fives. Let's go. Try Karth first. Okay. We can't use this ability with fives. We do not want to taunt. Now let's get rid of Juhani's taunt. So this team is all about having a bunch of garbage clones. They kill a clone and fives sacrifices, exactly like what happened right there. He donates his offense, defense, health, and protection and speed to the other clones. So the fact that they get his speed on top of their own speed, his health, his protection, basically his relic level goes over to the other clones, and also they get super fast. And then you can finish out the battle like I just did there. Okay. It's a team that punches up, right? Low cost, high impact. Those are the kinds of things we like. All right, let's take our relic fleet in, which is simply the ships that we have relicked. The fleet synergy is awesome. I do have the Malevolence coming up, though. I should be able to unlock the Malevolence with my next Lex Talionis update. That'll be nice. That'll be a big deal. Okay, got some area of effect damage there. Anakin's gonna die fast. They took the taunt off of Bosk already. Let's try to kill Lando's. Ooh, ouch. Kill Lando here. First Order shuttle. Interesting. Alright, Anakin down already. Let's bring in Vader. Vader just gets mowed down. Brutal. Alright, we'll put this back on Ahsoka. She will likely just immediately remove it again. Her ability's like, oh, look at that. Always on cooldown, but she didn't get it. How did she not remove it? Did she have breach on? I guess she must have had breach on. It's the only thing that makes sense. Okay. Got another reinforcement here. It is the Resistance X-Wing. Vader. Houndstooth is somehow dying to I don't know what. Alright. Come on. Gotta get this First Order shuttle out of here. Come on, Vader. Big attack. There we go. Houndstooth is like doing nothing. Look at this ship. This Houndstooth is just being like useless. Best tank in the game, my ear. My Bosk is only level 3. Maybe I should take him up to level 5. Doesn't matter. We got it. Full clear. 1139 banners. Dropped a couple battles, but you know, he's not going to get this profundity done ever. So, yeah, so that's going to be it. We're going to have won the game. Guapo! Hey! Nice, thanks, man. Super chat from Guapo. Celebrating I managed to catch one of your streams. A roster reviews on the menu tonight. Sure, if you want me to take a look at something, Guapo, let me know. I really appreciate the super chat, man. Thank you very much. All right. Let's do our daily quests here while we're waiting for him. See if he's going to put information in the window. Working on this B1 battle droid now. I wrote the Patreon account review. Okay. Let's go look for that real quick. All right. Can I copy paste? Does copy paste work? Don't know. About to find out. Allies. Paste. Looks like it worked. Inquisitor Guapo. Order 66 Hellions. 9.6 million galactic power. Antelope Don says, thanks, DL. Everyone have a good night. See you, Antelope. Hope you don't run into any lions on your way out. Speaking of way out, some of y'all haven't hit that like button yet. Please, clickety-clack on that like button. Use your lightsaber, get that thing out of there. I just had the tutorial up, shows how to do it. All right, 5.6 in characters, 4 million in ships. Galactic War Battles won 11,000. So that's what? 2.5, almost 3 years. 2.5 years? Right about 2.5 years. Looking good on this inventory, though. Look at this. We've got Executor and Profundity. Profundity's at 5 stars, but it's in there. Negotiator and Malevolence are done. Finalizer's all 7 stars. Radis is 5. Looks pretty good to me. Punishing 1, 5 stars. Nice. A little bit of investment there. Cool, cool, cool. 5 Galactic Legends. We've got SLKR and Rey, probably from Lightspeed bundles. Luke and Jabba, which is a nice journey to take together. Leia Organa, nice. Very sensible account building based on what's been happening in the game for the last couple of years. Inquisitors are done. We've got Inquisitors with Third Sister. Done. Nice. Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon, Relic 9. Beautiful. Gungans are done. Okay. Guapo, you don't need my help at all. You got this. You know the deal. You got it. You know it. You're working on all the right stuff. You've got all the right things in your account. Galactic Legend Ahsoka is the next thing you're working on, and you build the stuff for Bo-Katan along the way. Oh, yikes. Clicked all the way off. But yeah, so I mean, based on your account, that's just off the top of my head, I would say that's what I'd be working on if it was my account, right? Galactic Legend Ahsoka, pick up Bo-Katan, and then look at Balin's Skull afterwards, if you like that. Depending. I'm going to farm all those characters, Shin Hati, all that stuff as it comes out. I'm going to farm it anyway. Get that stuff to 7 stars. It takes long enough to farm that if I just farm it once a day, I'll have it by the time I want it. So that'll be good. Need 10 more shards for a 7-star Radis and 20 for a 6-star Profundity. Nice. Just wondering about potential holes and weaknesses. I don't really see any. I don't see any issues here. I think you've got a really good looking account. Let's look at mods real quick and see if there's something to say about mods. 346 on Piet, fastest non-GL character. It's a pretty quick Piet. I think mine's only 341, so your Piet's faster than mine. 336 on Leia. Where's your cat? Ooh, she's way down here. 309. That's fine. I know people always try to get their cat faster for the mirror match, but not every cat has to be a racing cat. 307. So you've got a lot of characters over 300. That's pretty good. You've got Basti Fallen. You got Darth Revan, I assume? Yeah, you've got Darth Revan. I don't even have Revan. I think the only thing that I see that's missing that you might want to patch up as well is the Dark Trooper Moff Gideon and the Remnant. It might be worth doing that stuff too. I would still focus on Ahsoka as the priority and Bo-Katan Mandalore. I would do those 2 journeys. And then if you just need something to do with characters that you've already got at 7 stars, the Remnant's a good team. I didn't even play the Remnant on my Loquitur account today, did I? Yeah, I didn't even play that team. Zoiks. Yep. No, I think it looks good. You're doing a good job with your mods. You're building the right kind of stuff. You've got a lot of the new stuff as it's come out. I don't think there's much to say. Other people have recommended to get JMK or C, but I fear about the bundles. I wouldn't do that. I'm not doing that on my Loquitur account, for example. I'm not going back for Lord Vader until there's a gap that I can do it. So by the time I get Galactic Legend Ahsoka done, I'll work on Balin's Skull. By the time I get him done, there'll already be something else new in the game that I'll be working on. So if you're working on the new content, even as a, let's say, a roughly free-to-play or dolphin player or whatever you want to call it, just keeping up with the new content, you won't have time to go back and build a JMK. I mean, you want it in your account, but if you took the time to build JMK relics, you could have taken that time instead to build the Galactic Legend Ahsoka relics. And if you look at it that way, it's always going to be more relevant to build the newest stuff in the game. There will be a time where you get a break, where there's like, you know, you're working on the Galactic Legend Ahsoka, you're trying to get the relic levels up, you're out of materials, you can't get to the next character yet, it's not 7 stars, all that stuff. That's when you dip back into your older stuff and you start bringing some of the requirement characters, like for JMK, you just bring them to Relic 1. You just bring them to Relic 1 and park them there and kind of do some of that stuff in the background. But then save all of your good relic materials for the Ahsoka journey, for example. But that's what I'd be working on if I were you. Ahsoka, Bo-Katan, Mandalore, and filling in the gaps with the rest of the stuff. I mean, you don't even have a Relic Moff Gideon, and it's easy for me to say, man, I love this character, go relic your Moff Gideon. But it's an old character. He's not needed. And even at the level you've got him at, he can already be fast enough to be relevant. 286. So no, I would just keep looking forward. 59 mods over 25 speed. Nice. 5.23 on mod quality. That's good. Good job, man. I agree 100%. I'm just not able to put it into words that you did just now. New content chasing is the way to go. Yep, I think that's true for all of us who are kind of in this mid-gamey range. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to take off from there. Thanks a lot again for the super chat, Guapo. Appreciate you, man. I hope this helped. If you got any other questions, you can hit me up over in the Discord. Just do the @Loquitur thing and ping me so that I know to go look for your chat. And I'll answer any other questions that I didn't answer on stream here. Appreciate all you guys. Thanks for coming out and watching. Please remember to hit that like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe to the channel, notification bell, all that stuff. You know the drill. The link to the Discord is up above, down below. I've got another channel where I'm putting out videos on role-playing game stuff. I'm having some fun with that. If you guys want to help push that along, I would appreciate it. There's a link down below to the latest video that I put out. You can just click on that. Give it about a minute of watch time and put a like on it, and I would love you for it. I would appreciate that. All right, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next Holocron.